Um, couch look flooded today, man.
Couch flooded, dog.
Couch flooded. Nah, we got a gal now.
Gotta get two handsome gentlemen.
Limestone in the building.
Limestone, man.
Oh, they really stop promoting, bro.
Yeah, man.
Here to represent, bro.
Feeling it, like, feeling it, man. Feeling it.
It's a good day, man.
Good morning.
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 Happy to be here with the Conch Boys. Limestone, you got O'Neal Miller here, as well as
You got Giovanni Johnson here in the building, representing from the 242 Limestone Group.
That's it.
So, why you telling me for the intro do like last week, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
They the gas, man.
Yeah,
They the
did
gas,
well.
they the gas. They can do whatever. I feel you, man.
For sure.
Could even just jump on it. Hey.
What's going on, gang?
We feel welcome already, man. You know, you ain't gotta be no big introduction.
That's it. Friends from before the board.
For sure.
From before. Yeah, man. Good morning, gents.
Good morning.
Morning.
gents.
Good. Viewers, don't forget to follow us again at Conch Boys. Also Limestone,
Exactly. Force the plug.
for sure.
Limestone.group.
Yeah, we got all the arts and all the all the tags and the details too. So
Real talk.
Wait, this is the earliest we ever pod, bro.
Yeah.
This gotta be earliest we ever pod.
Early
Yeah.
morning dropping.
gotta get it. It's a beautiful day though,
Real talk.
and it's like great natural lighting inside there.
Yeah, real.
There's a real fancy apartment too, bro. It's real.
Oh, you like this thing?
Yeah,
boy.
it's a good background for real. It's a good background.
I don't even want to go back to my apartment now.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
So yeah, today, gentlemen, we have a lucrative topic today. But before we dive on in, I want to then reintroduce our guests again. So to my left, I don't know what you're saying, O'Neal. Just introduce yourself, whatever.
Yeah, man. Like I say, happy to be here. Good morning, everybody. My name is O'Neal Miller. I'm the event manager at Limestone Group. And really what Limestone Group is, we recently started last year. And we do pop-up events here in Nova Scotia. And we try to promote the Bahamian culture as well as the Caribbean culture here. And create a platform for everybody else to kind of share their culture at our events. We've had a number of events throughout the year so far, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And we also got Gio in the building from Limestone Group.
Hi, Giovanni Johnson here from Limestone Group. I'm one of the co-founders and also the brewer of Limestone Group here. So I make a few different non-alcoholic and alcoholic drinks. We got a drink right here. Do you see the guys holding up?
Yeah, it is. It's Pink Flamingo.
Yeah, one of our famous drinks, the Pink Flamingo, is a watermelon kiwi rattler. Super tasty. We're gonna have a few other drinks coming up pretty soon, but we'll delve into that a little bit later.
Real talk. Come get lit with us.
Pink Flamingo is actually my favorite drink.
Yeah, Pink Flamingo is nice.
that lit.
I'm glad they brought this actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna steal this bottle.
Yeah, man. No worry, I can bring some more tasters back for you.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this beer was released last year at the first Flavor Board, which is a collaboration which we have between Good Robot and ourselves, Limestone Group. So what happens, like we said, we do pop-up events, and when we do these events, we primarily do tropical craft beer, we do Caribbean food, and we do entertainment. So if you go to a Flavor Board event, you'll basically see all those things happening there. And it's a really good mix and diverse crowd that comes out. People love the food. People love the beer. They love the entertainment, you know what I mean, transferring on that energy. And I feel that people have been real receptive to the Bahamian culture, the Caribbean culture here in Halifax, and we're just happy to share that.
Couldn't say it no better.
These
For
guys
sure.
are not short for words, boy.
Yeah,
They
couldn't
ready
say
to
it no
drop the
better.
lines on us, boy.
Yeah, man, Kadeem. So what we diving into today, man?
Yeah, man. We talking about the Bahamian culture and all that, but y'all know about all that power stuff going with BPL, eh? It's a bunch of trash, eh? Guys, if y'all don't know, BPL is our power company back home. They public, eh? Or they private? I don't even know.
I believe private.
Or government.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know.
I think that's government owned.
They government owned
I
it.
think so. I think so.
Yeah. So basically, like, current is cut off like twice a day, guys. Like,
Yeah.
it's really bad. Like,
It's ridiculous.
I know current is cut off for like Nova Scotians like twice a year, probably.
Yeah.
If that.
We
Yeah,
real
probably, yeah.
spoiled up here.
Yeah, bro.
What
Yeah,
what
bro.
what gets me is how they charge for for electricity. How do you charge electricity? They just do a simple multiplier like $1.79 and then multiply by the kilowatt or something. Like
Yeah, how it goes, like the meters that we have is like I think they come there and like they just subtract how much it was last month to this month and then times it by whatever power they sending you basically.
yeah,
That's
It's a
what
bunch
they
of
supposed
drop.
to do.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. That doesn't happen though.
That definitely don't happen.
No.
Yeah.
That definitely don't happen.
but like question for the round table, and I want to get everyone's like I want to get even the gas. I want to get everyone's like opinion. If they were to if a competitor was to arise to the situation, would things be better? You saying no?
I think definitely, like competitor would force like the service to upgrade. That's like everything like cell phones and any provider that once there's a competitor out there, they have to match it or be better. It forces a better outcome.
Definitely. I think it'd be 100% better for the market to have another option, just whether it be if you just don't want to deal with like the service that you get from BPL, or whether it be the price you get from
Yeah.
BPL, or whether it just be the brand itself. You may
Real
just,
talk.
it's nice to have options. And additionally, too, I think as if like as us Bahamians who live home, we could eventually start to take that initiative in our own hands potentially as well, whether it be solar power or wind power or whatever be feasible for
Yeah.
us. But we really do depend on the government a lot for that.
Exactly.
And, we want to run AC all day because it's hot
Yeah.
back home. So
Yeah,
so it would be nice if it would be more feasible that the average Bahamian have access to solar power or different types of natural power to help power their stuff. That would be
Real
that'd be
talk.
real cool, moving into
Exactly.
the future.
Exactly.
242.
Yeah, just like what O'Neal said, piggyback off that a little bit. But whatever competition come there, it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. So,
Right.
like you said, you gotta have some kind of solar energy there, 'cause we have so much sun around us abundant.
Exactly.
Real talk.
I
Real
actually
talk.
feel dumb not having any solar power in the Bahamas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so whatever it is, it helped them make sense first, and then you already have that competitive aspect right there. So just by having competition, you know what I mean? Others might like this one. People might maybe stay with this one, but it gotta make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Like I agree. I don't know the percentage of customs or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's high, bro. I think it's like close to 60% when you're bringing in those solar panels, bro. It's like they trying to stop you from being
Yeah.
independent. You know what I mean? Because I know by where I live, I see couple houses that are like running solely off of solar panels, like they whole roof,
Yeah.
got the panels. It's expensive. I agree, but at the end of the day, if you look long term, bro, like you winning. Because all Nassau, well, the Bahamas is just sun most of the year, you know what I mean? So that's what people should be doing. I hear some people do it and like their bills be like $10, $14 for the month.
Really?
Yeah, like I was listening to one radio show, a couple people call in and they say, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't have no like way to know. But that's believable if you running your whole house off of solar energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sun ain't stopping, bro. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying over there? So, yeah, I feel like we got to go on that move, especially the government more so instead of putting money in carnival, they need
Yeah.
to stop putting money in solar panels, bro.
Hey.
I don't get it, bro.
Exactly.
Hey.
True, baby. Now.
No, but real talk, though, I
Yeah.
think that's what the future is, bro. We should have done been making them moves, bro,
real
as a
talk.
country, bro.
Yeah.
Done been making them moves, bro.
Like competition is needed. It's healthy for all business environments, whether legitimate or illegitimate business. You know what I mean?
Once there's a demand,
You know what I mean?
Trap.
Come on, a little
Trap.
a little Molly ain't kill nobody.
I don't know
Hey,
who Brown
wait,
talking
hold on,
for.
I know, I
hold
just
on.
getting off.
Hold on, hold on,
Who
hold on.
Brown talking for?
The
but-
views, the views, the views
Just say no to
expressed-
drugs, guys. Say no. Say no.
The views expressed by one of the members is not considered of all the cup boys.
Just say
I don't
no.
know.
Bing, bing.
Just say
gotta
no.
put the disclaimer in, man.
Yeah, man. But even the power company here in Nova Scotia could definitely use some competition as well. I believe. Like I feel like the prices would better. I feel like they could charge you anything.
That's true. That's true.
Anyone could just charge you anything, right? So
I feel that too. I feel that too. I just don't know. I don't know how they even know my power in my apartment building. I don't know if
Exactly.
they have a. We all have a singular meter. I don't know.
I really don't
I,
know.
don't know, I never looked
I,
into
I
it.
would like them to explain that to me. Because I literally don't know how do you know exactly which units
Yeah,
are,
which unit? Yeah.
are using that much kilowatts of power.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Y'all power bill, hey.
Dog,
yeah, that's true.
dog, they be trying to, they be trying to take us out, bro. They be trying to take us out.
Wait, global warming been serious this year. Wait, we have like 5 or 6 farms running right now. We ain't even home.
Yeah, that's true.
And it still be hot.
It's just beyond me. I don't know.
Y'all ever have them bikes that you could use to power a home? You like ride for like 30 minutes or an hour.
I
and
heard
you'll
about
have,
that.
like enough
What?
power for a day or
Yeah.
something. That'd be
Is-
pretty cool too to get.
That
in,
would be
you
pretty
know?
cool.
Yeah.
Help with the obese problem, the obesity and all
Yeah,
the
for
overweight
real,
problem we have in the Bahamas
Man.
right now. You know what I mean? And you get your power. You know,
Yes,
you
sir.
can run some more. You may be able to sell power. And all,
Wait,
you know what I
what?
mean?
Yeah, dog.
What?
Yeah, but it's like this new wave of just greenhouses. Like the whole house is run by itself. So like what he mentioned, I've heard about that in like Germany and Europe, places in Europe and stuff like that. They actually have those things, bro.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you ride a bike for 30 minutes.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure the exact
Some
time,
of it,
but
but
you
some
know
of
what I
it.
mean?
Wait,
Yeah.
flat. Wait, sign me up. Attach that bike to my house today.
Yeah.
I'll be in the-
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we talk about like competition in the business environment, right? But like we all like money, right? We all like to make money. Who don't like to make money on this couch, right? So my thing is we either do it by either owning our own business, becoming entrepreneurs such as you guys, or just work for someone. Nothing wrong with that, right? So like my main question is what is you guys why for Limestone? What is your why? Why get into this, right?
Yeah, really. After spending university here, we felt as if like our Bahamian culture wasn't really representative. Yeah, and it wasn't a lot of events that we could really feel completely home at. So we really wanted to meet a demand for that. That's what we really believe a business is, that where there is supply and demand. So we really felt as if like a lot of Bahamians, they didn't feel as if that our culture was fully expressed over here, as well as a lot of Canadians who can't get down to the Bahamas. They would love to experience our culture, and we wanted to supply that demand. And that's really why we want to promote our Bahamian culture and create a platform here, and as well as make it lucrative for us to continue to do these types of stuff. And it's been going well so far. So this right now, we only been open. We've been running the pop-up events for a year now, and it's currently like our side business. We still do our full-time jobs that we work at. So we just right now planting some
Big
seeds, and
hustle.
hopefully, something could happen in the future. But definitely be on the lookout for more limestone pop-up events that's going to be going on. But we really was here trying to promote the Bahamian culture, create a platform, as well as meet and network with a lot of local, as well as other Caribbean people who are here in Nova Scotia, because we want to build up the local community as well, because we do live here, and it is important for us to try create some sense of community. Everybody come together and have some type of place where we could represent our own personal cultures
Real
as
talk.
well. And what about you, Gio?
What's your YG, Joe?
Wow. Basically take the words right out of my mouth.
Real.
But yeah, it felt the same kind of way, coming up here to university, there wasn't too much of that community. So but it was Bahamians, yeah, that's the funny thing, you know what I mean?
That's true.
There's so much Bahamians in a bunch of different schools, yeah, you got SMU, Dal, MSVU, then you go like an hour out, you have Acadia, you have X, you have Harlan College, so Bahamians, they everywhere.
Yes,
you know what I
sir.
mean? So it's just basically getting all of them together to basically like fellowship, talk to each other, because there's be a lot of problems that we encounter in university, you know what I mean? And I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone, because we are up here, you know what I mean? So it's more so for that, and then just being able to share that. I did a bachelor's of science in biology, and I initially wanted to do pharmacy, but it's just so expensive to go to pharmacy school, and it's so hard too to do pharmacy up here, because they only accept like 10% international students.
Yeah.
So I was just figuring out, what else I could do with my degree or whatever. And I know brewing was something in the back of my mind I could do. So in the latter part of my school year, I was doing a lot of like microbiology stuff like that. So we basically went out into the fields and harvest some yeast and took it back into the lab and made some apple cider with it. And after that, I was like, this is like kind of fun. So I kind of took it as my hobby. So I like kind of went back in my house and I made some wine. And then a little bit after that, like it was my hobby, so I was just like brewing, doing some fermentation stuff. I was like, I should probably get a job in this, you know what I mean? So I went around to a few of the different breweries, put my resume in and stuff like that, because I was qualified because I did a bachelor's of science. So finally, a brewery hit me back up, and I got an interview there, and I got hired there. And because I expressed to them that I wanted to get into brewing and stuff like that. So I was working at the brewery, and like probably like 3-4 months, I was in the back brewing. So that was like basically my foot in the door. So like kind of after that, it was just like foot on the pedal. You know what I mean? It was a learning process because there are some technical pieces to it, but I had majority of the theory down packed. You know what I mean? Because I had a bachelor's of science, so it wasn't too hard for me to like learn. So after that, I kind of just like I just saw after that. You know what I mean? Just brewing all the time, kind of putting my spin on things. You know what I mean? Because we from the Bahamas, so everything is with flavor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Flavor.
And people like that flavor. People like that
Yeah.
tropical aspect. You know what I mean? So I feel as if that's why it's been a hit so far. But yeah. So being able to see the feelings and the reaction on people's like faces after consuming like some of the beer that I had made and stuff like that, I was like, you know what I mean? We could definitely make some of this because everyone likes to drink beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone likes
sure.
to drink beer, eat food. You know what I mean? Have fun, laugh. You know what I mean? Have some type of music around them. So I was like, this is what we do all the time. You know what I mean? Back
Exactly.
home.
Yeah, real
So
talk.
it was so natural and organic to be able to do this. And like I say, it's a community thing. So sharing that Bahamian culture up here was really good.
Yeah, I got low y'all for a minute. Limestone, like y'all doing it. Even though y'all say y'all been doing it for 1 year, it was, I think,
It
This
feels
the
like
most
long.
I've
though.
seen,
It feels like long.
like a Bahamian
Yeah.
culture, like brought to Halifax. Like I had to lotion y'all, like y'all
Real
doing a
talk. It was nice.
really
It was
good
good.
job.
For real.
And they always involve us, like us Bahamians, even into these like events and other things. I like it, like I could feel the passion, like from y'all too.
Yeah,
Just now,
man.
like how y'all is come out there and shoot this out information. And like some of this I didn't know all of this, but like I like to hear that way.
We also invite Canadians as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Follow.
oh yeah,
Follow.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Man, entrepreneurship is hard, and my man over here, Kadeem, can tell you. What's your why in going into entrepreneurship? I know your passion for entrepreneurship has grown over these couple of months, and I've been enlightened by his passion. So you know how that road is.
Yeah, bro. It's rough, bro. It's
Real.
rough, bro. Like I honestly, you talk about the struggles that you have, and like until people go through what you going through, they don't understand. You know what I mean? So you don't have the full, and it's fine. Like when I tell my parents and stuff like that, like I talk about this before. Like I just was like, bro, I always thought that I wanted to be my own boss, but like I just was trying to get my foot in the door initially.
No 9 to 5.
No, not have 9 to 5 for real. So I was working at a hedge fund administration company. Shout out to them. It was a good experience, but I just felt like I had to call my own shots, bro. So I just was fed up, and I just was like, bro, let me start finding, instead of going home and watching TV and going home and watching the stuff, I was trying to set up my stuff online and trying to set up businesses that I could actually do that could sustain me into the future. You see what I'm saying? So
Respect.
at a certain point when I was like, I could match my income, I just was like, F it. Now, normally they say you should have 6 months worth of income, but I did not have 6 months worth of income. So, like, I just quit, and I was like, bro, I'm matching what I have. I could continuously working on what my businesses is. I quit February this year. Best decision I made thus far, bro. Smiling every day of my life, bro.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, man. So I feel like if you feel like you gotta make your own moves, you calling your own shots, you moving on your time. You know what I mean? That's
Real
just what
talk.
it is. You just gotta have a plan. And I'm not. I still haven't done anything yet. You know what I mean? I'll never say I done anything. Like I'm just started. It's a long road. It's a long marathon. You just gotta stay to it, and you gotta believe in yourself too. That's number one. And you gotta be self-aware. So
Real.
that's how I look at it, bro.
Yeah, boy. This business is a very lucrative topic, guys. So you have to be very self-explanatory when you explain these topics for real. So when we talk about business, right? And DJ, I want to start with you. when we talk about business, and you run your own DJ company, right? Disc jockey, right? That's what it is.
Yeah,
Disc
yeah.
jockey, right?
Yeah. Ad Base Entertainment.
Ad base. Follow it. Swipe up. So you realize there's different components of a business, right?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
What you
Right.
feel, and this a roundtable question. What you feel is is the most important component?
Ooh, I would say structure. Structure, like the whole business structure. Like you have everything planned out and set. I like a goal, a structure that leads to a single goal. That's I feel is the most important part of the business. Cause like running a DJ company, everybody might look at it as, hey, yeah, they throw parties, they go up there, throw speakers up, blah blah blah. But there's a lot of stuff that happens before and after and in between. So you have to get a relationship with your consumer or your customer, and you have to go forth and put their plan in place, like and make sure they got what they wanted. So there's a lot of structure needed in your business to get like the outcome of to provide the service or the product that you do. So I think structure is like the most important part when it comes to having a business. 25 cents.
Real, I keep it short and sweet. I just feel, important component, your sales, right? You know, whether you go door to door or you knock and try sell 10 vacuums a day. You know what I mean? Sales is your component that keeps the business alive and keeps it moving, right? And, without sales, you won't have no accountants.
Exactly.
You won't have no marketers. You won't have any no administration staff to fill, right? You need sales in order to make a paycheck for all these people, right? So to keep this as sales is my most important component, even though all others are really
Yeah.
important. I mean, I love it. I love the round table though. I mean, but I can shout out all the other components as well. You can't forget about the marketing, the human resource,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
human. Like I shout out all of them. I mean, all are important. The financiers, the economists, who forecast how the market's gonna go, right?
Yeah.
So like I commend every component for playing its role, and making a business work, right? So
Yeah, we actually just shout out Damien. He's our social media manager.
yes, Damien.
Yeah, shout out Damien. If you
Yeah,
go on our
man.
Instagram,
Respect,
you know what I
respect,
mean? He's
man.
do all the content for us. So shout out Damien McCarthy.
He's the
Follow
IT
him.
man, yeah.
Sorry, we couldn't fit everybody in the couch.
Also, also Ambrose as well, right? He's the the chef as well.
Yeah, we have a few Bahamian chefs that cook for us. Ambrose Pinder, he is one. Sheka Cartwright,
Yep.
Sheka Wright, she is one. And Rashad Gomez, he's another Bahamian chef. And all of them cook nice, tasty Bahamian food. So we glad to help them be a part of Limestone Group.
Cook for me. All right. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, man. So, like I just said previously, right? Entrepreneurship is difficult. It's a difficult process, right?
Very, very
Difficult.
It's for the brave, I think.
For-
The brave.
It's for the brave.
For the brave.
You remember,
Who's looking at you?
you remember our base when it's starting up?
Oh.
Any
It's a rough road.
any startup strategies you could think of?
Like y'all really touched on it like already. Like make sure that, like what Gio said, the product is legit and it's like something that you would put yourself in a consumer's eyes and say, I would purchase this.
Exactly.
I would pay money to get this service or get this physical product from you. I would make sure that my product is legit, like top quality. To my knowledge, just top quality. That's a strategy to get people to buy your product. Like make sure it's something that you yourself would purchase. Go out and make sure it's worth it.
Is it no better than not? Y'all saying gas?
What was the question again?
Yeah, any startup strategies you could give our viewers, like how you went about like
Yeah.
Getting traction, basically
traction.
getting people involved, getting people actually wanting to trade their money for your service. You know what I mean? That
Exactly.
type of thing. Yeah.
You can't be afraid to fail, I believe.
Real talk.
Every event we throw is a risk. Like, we're not really sure if the weather's going to be
Real
good,
talk.
if we did enough marketing, if, there's a couple different moving parts, if all activities we plan are going to go smooth. So I believe you gotta believe in yourself.
Real talk.
And then you also have to not be afraid to fail. We didn't always know what direction we wanted to take Limestone 100%. And when we first started off, we was just kind of like experimenting with it and seeing where it goes, because we just wanted to represent some type of way. And the response that we got from the first one kind of helped form our direction where we really wanted to take it. And I'd recommend anybody, if you have any idea in mind, like, don't be scared to fail. Don't be like afraid of what anybody could say. Like, there's always a risk in everything you do. So just believe in yourself and shoot. You miss all the shots you don't take, man. So just keep shooting
Yeah.
shots
Real
until
talk.
one hit. You know, like
True statement.
That's very good advice. Very good
yeah.
advice.
Just I think everybody is like try to compare themselves to like even your business a lot. Can try to compare your business to all other businesses in the market,
Exactly.
which you have to do to like an extent, right? But I feel as if like you always gotta focus on like watering your own garden before
Real
you
talk.
know watch what everybody else
Yeah.
got.
Very good
So,
advice.
Real talk,
Very good
bro.
advice.
Man, you pulling out the phrases on
Very
us.
good advice. Yeah.
They do.
Especially in
Wow.
the beginning,
You
believe
know,
in yourself is very good. Like
believe for real.
real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel same way how O'Neal feel, man. But what I would say is, don't put all the eggs in one basket.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You gotta try different things. You know what I mean? And that's how I find myself. You know, trying different things. You know, things that people wouldn't think you could do or whatever. I feel as if you have to be mentally smart and you gotta be physically strong as well. You know what I mean? It's spirituality as well. But yeah, you gotta be able to do a few things. Be multi-talented. You know, don't be afraid, like O'Neal say, and you gotta network. You know what I mean? Because there's always somebody in the room who's smarter than you. You know what I mean? So
I believe that.
Real
yeah,
talk.
man. You
never
have
stop learning.
no, you
Never
gotta.
stop learning from
no.
anybody. That's true.
Yeah, man.
But these very good points for you.
Yeah,
These
no,
very
I
good
agree,
points
dog.
for you.
Like
I
the
feel like y'all giving out the secret. Sorry, cut
no,
you.
no, 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 no problem,
I
man,
feel
no
like, I
problem.
feel like y'all giving out the secret recipe right now, mate.
Yeah.
No, but
It's a
like,
secret recipe. I gotta watch this episode again.
no,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
real talk, because when you listen to people talk, that's what it's about. Cause like you
Mm.
listen to like Alibaba own and stuff like that. He say he tried to be the stupidest guy in the room, bro. That's
Mm.
just what it is. You have to always be able to absorb what people have to say. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't stop learning, bro. One little thing that someone could tell you, and you could take a different perspective on that. It's all about perspective, bro. And when he talk about the water in your own garden, that's true too. Cause I was watching one thing that Gary Vee did yesterday. He was talking about, yeah, you got a tall poppy. I got a tall poppy too. I water my poppy, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's all it's about, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your eye focused on what you're doing. You can't like he say you compare to an extent, but you still have to like be focusing on what you doing. Cause at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You running your own race, and the quickest way to do that is to not care about what other people have to say about you too. Like in terms of like competition or whatever, like you have to be willing to take criticism, take what they saying, make it positive or whatever. If they saying something negative, there may be truth in it. If they saying something positive, there may be truth in it. You know what I mean? So you gotta take both and then try to better yourself. You know what I mean? So
Real talk. More easier said than done when people sort of
no,
sort
it
of
is.
sort of
It is.
ridicule
Yeah,
their
bro.
business.
But you just gotta start though.
True.
You
Real
just gotta
talk.
start, bro. The hardest step is just that first step.
Go out there.
Yeah,
That's the
dog.
hardest,
Yeah,
man.
it
Because
is.
you got to put yourself outside of your comfort zone, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Faith.
yeah, and then sometimes like you wouldn't believe like the hardest battle is like in your head sometimes.
Real
You
talk,
know,
man.
like soon as you put something out and then you
Real
get
talk,
like a great
man.
response.
I
and
can
you
watch
be
this
like,
episode
"Man,
again."
Why I wait so long to do this?
No,
I
bro,
should have
that's-
believed in myself a
real
long
talk,
time. You
mate.
know what I mean? I know,
Yeah.
and you know, a lot of people they worry about what other people would think, and you
Real
know,
talk.
stuff like that will be the main reason
Real talk,
they
man.
worried. You know, so. I think we all should, you know,
Yeah, it's
all
great.
try to change that conversation too,
Real
right?
talk. That-
Everybody
that's
should
what
keep
I-
trying stuff, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
man.
try stuff until we make something to find us happy, you know, and lucrative as well. So
Yeah, bro. Cause like you saying, how you saying, don't be scared to fail. That's what a lot of people they don't take the step because of that, right? So when you're not afraid to fail, if you fail, if you fail, so what too? Because you don't care what that person has to say. At least you try. That person who getting off with you, they ain't never even take the first step, bro. So
That's
you
true.
still one step ahead of them because they ain't even gone nowhere, bro. So that's how you gotta look at it, bro. And it's a learning experience. If you fail, get back up, try again, bro. That's all it's about, bro. That's all it's about. All you could do is try as much as you could, learn what you want to do, and then take it full force, bro.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
buddy.
So you gotta have a big ego then.
Yeah, we talked about ego last episode. That was
You
a,
had to bring back last episode.
yeah. This that was an interesting topic. This a money making topic. Yeah, this a money making topic, man.
Yeah,
So-
man.
So yeah, so like we gonna head into the break right now.
Yeah, let's take a quick commercial break, man. We be back.
Take a
here,
commercial
man.
break. Get some more money making ideas from our Limestone Group. Make sure to follow Limestone Group though.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
man. All the details.
Limestone.group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
242 in the building.
Oh yeah. After the break, we will have some tasty lobster fritters and some more beer on the way.
Okay. Solid.
Yes.
Say less.
All right, this is Giovanni Johnson here from Limestone Group. I'm just going to give you a few characteristics or specs on the beer that we have here today. This one we had a little bit earlier was the Pink Flamingo Watermelon Kiwi Rattler. So we definitely get all our inspiration from our bears from back home. So when I was a kid growing up, climbing a bunch of the fruit trees and stuff like that, there was plentiful fruit, in the Bahamas. So when making beers and stuff like that, I kind of go back to there and think about all the different fruits, so like back home, and how I can make it as juicy and flavorful as I possibly could, and stuff that could basically remind me of back home. So this one was some inspiration from back home. The watermelon kiwi rattler. There's no juice in it. It's just watermelon and kiwi puree, and there's a little bit of dehydrated fruits. So I have a little bit of hibiscus that's dehydrated in there. Some beets, some carrots, some apple, all those stuff give a little bit more flavor, and they change the color of the bear. So the bear is a little pink, hence the name Pink Flamingo. And the flamingo is the national bird of the Bahamas. So all these, like, I use all those things when kind of developing the beer. So that one is the Pink Flamingo, is about 4.5% in alcohol. And then the next beer that we have coming up is called the Rake and Scrape. So this one is a double IPA with mangoes and pomegranate. So this one is on the higher side. It's about 6.9% in alcohol. Super, super tasty. You could taste the mangoes in it. You could taste the booze in it as well. So with this one, you would kind of want to sip a little bit slower. But all the beers are just so juicy and so tropical that it makes you want to drink a little bit more. And yeah, that's the two drinks that we have here right now. And this one, the Pink Flamingo, is available at the Good Robot now. If you go to the Good Robot, you just go into the GastroTurf, and you could go and get one of these. This is called a grunter. The deposit on it is $6, and to fill it would be about $9. So you just fill it there, and then when you want more, you just bring your growler back, and that's at Good Robot. You can go and get the growlers of the Pink Flamingo, 2736 Roby Street, Good Robot.
And we're super excited about that collaboration with the Good Robot. Growing up, there wasn't much craft beer in the Bahamas, so we're happy to kind of be on the forefront of that and hopefully be able to bring a little bit more craft beer back to the Bahamas. As well as we have our number one seller from the last event called Rock the Dock that we attended. We were the food vendors for. This is our lobster fritters. We brought it for the conch boys. It's kind of like our spin on our conch fritters. Here in the Maritimes, they're very well known for their delicious lobster, and we wanted to make a nice fusion between Canada and the Bahamas, and this is what we came up with. And so it has lobster meat inside there, similar to like a hush puppy. It's deep fried, a little bit of butter. We got some green peppers in there, a little bit of celery, and some spice, of course, for seasoning. And dressing on the top is something called a calypso sauce. It's a nice sauce that goes great with conch fritters. And we brought those for the conch boys today. We're going to be trying out. Definitely look out for more of the Limestone pop-up events to try some of these delicious products. And to come and say hi to us.
Yeah, man, and we're back. We're back with
What? You didn't do the sound?
You didn't do the voice this time. I was waiting for the voice.
I was hoping on that.
Yeah, you
we're
did
back. We're back, guys. We're back with Limestone Group. You know what I mean? We just was trying the conch fritters. Well, yeah, conch fritters like we saying, but it's lobster in these ones. So and we also trying the bear as well, but everything tasting scrumptious right now, man. Everything tasting scrumptious. So
It's pretty good for him.
If you start sleeping, don't blame none else, man. Don't blame none else, man. It's the itis, man.
I'm ready to take that plate and leave, actually.
Yeah, I know.
And after this podcast, hey, bro.
After this break.
Yeah, man.
man.
We both support, bro. We both support, but especially if it's our culture, you gotta try to push it forward, but you gotta
Right.
add to. It ain't about knocking no one down or nothing. It's about adding to what everyone doing. Because we all here for the same thing, about promoting the culture and picking up the culture. You see what I'm
All
saying?
about the
So,
community, guys. All about the
All about
community.
community.
yeah, for sure, baby.
Attend the events. Follow them. Follow Limestone Group on Instagram, all social media handles.
Yeah.
Instagram, limestone.group. Facebook, limestone.group. And if you're trying to reach us for any kind of events, it's limestone.group@outlook.com.
Okay, nice, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have all those handles and everything in the details for you all. So yeah, man, just check out the details. You know, follow, like, and subscribe, everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yeah. So in terms of like we've been talking about business this whole time as well. So in terms of like setting yourself up for the future and setting your company up for like taking over basically this region and then going into other markets and stuff like that. How what y'all see yourself like doing into the future in terms of like not even having your hand in it all the time? 'Cause what we talk about is like passive income and stuff like that. Or do y'all always want to be like strictly involved with what's going on? Like what is your outlook on like Limestone Group, and I guess it's a roundtable as well. What is your outlook for y'all personally? And I guess we could include the podcast in this too, Gong Boys, if y'all want. But yeah, we could
Yeah.
include our base as well. You know,
Yes.
everyone could share.
Entertainment. Oh. I like when it comes to our base. I wouldn't want to be. I didn't want our base to be a passive income type of company. Cause I like to me, music is a thing that gives people that little bit like even if a DJ for like 3 or 4 hours, I feel like I giving somebody like a relief from their like regular life for those 3 or 4 hours. Sorry, I was still swallowing this tasty.
Yeah,
Ferguson,
they are pretty good.
hey, let me stop. Right. So when I look at base, I want to be involved to the end, because I see it as I'm giving somebody a relief from their life for those hours, as I said, and I think that music is a way to ease us through the days in our lives. So, like I use music to like every time I go home or in my car, like music changes my whole outlook, my mood, makes me happier. So I feel like it's more than just getting an income from this. It's giving somebody like a relief from their life.
Yeah, man.
Real like well all this talk about business, this is a learning thing for me right now, because right now I don't really have a business. Not that I'm not entrepreneur minded, you know what I mean, not that I don't have that mindset in me,
You don't do
but it's
shit.
just that I never found something. No, but like I feel like when we even doing this podcast, like I was just talking to you guys, we was talking to you guys earlier, like this sort of like helping me be much more social, posting more on social media, being more active, on social media handles and all the platforms we have. So like I said, overall, if I'm seeing improvement, that's what that internally for me, that's good for me. You know what I mean? Becoming a better businessman as the day go by. But nobody could have better experience than Limestone Group about building passive income. You know what I mean? What y'all saying?
Well, I wouldn't really classify Limestone Group as like a passive income yet. Eventually, it would be nice for us to have more annual events. Like we did recently do a jerk cooking competition that we're hoping to be annual. And we're hoping to do a couple more of those, and maybe it might be a little bit more passive, but I really can't see it being like super passive. Um, but eventually, we do want to try our hands in other industries and with other products as well, just because just us as human beings, like our interests are so diverse, and we don't want to just like limit ourselves to one thing. But we definitely, so we only been running Limestone for a year now, so we definitely have a lot more work to put in. I don't see it being passive income anytime soon. Hopefully, maybe we could design some type of product that we want to push. We're going to be zeroing in maybe a little more on some beverage products and stuff that we could push some more. And hopefully, maybe something like that could be a little bit more passive income for us. But the actual hosting of the events and everything, they take a lot of work, a lot of logistics. And even if we're going to do an event a year from now, we even should start planning it from now so that it's actual. Um,
Success.
yeah, like the success rate is a little bit more guaranteed,
Real talk.
and we put our best foot forward, and it's something that we want to put our brand behind. So I don't really see it being passive yet, and I still got a lot of life I feel left in me too. So I still got a lot of stuff I want to do. So
Yeah.
yeah, I want to create a life where I don't have to vacation from. You know what I mean? Like I
Real
love
talk.
doing what I doing.
Yeah.
When I go on vacation, I like excited to go back to my regular life too.
Even
So,
when you're on
like,
vacation, bro, you still could do what you're doing too. You know what I mean? Like it depends on what it is, but yeah, man, that's what it's about for real.
Yeah, so where we see limestone kind of going, so like right now it's not super passive, we just kind of doing a lot of stuff, trying to build a brand and stuff like that. But definitely we're in the beverage game, so we'll be looking at doing non-alcoholic beverages pretty soon.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the
Makes
non-alcoholic
sense.
stuff.
Makes
You know what I
sense.
mean?
Hey,
Right.
this exclusive. This
Like, that's what
exclusive,
I'm saying,
man. This
boy. This
exclusive.
exclusive. I
This
didn't,
is
Yeah.
I didn't
exclusive,
even hear
man.
about this one.
How
Yeah,
much
man,
percentage?
y'all gotta look out for us. So we just kind of in the phases of trying to see how that would look and sourcing a bunch of stuff, and then as well, you already tasted some of our alcoholic stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's
That's
fire.
good.
yeah, man. So kind of just getting that all ready and together because we are trying to build some so we could have a brick and mortar soon so we could have people come and enjoy it under one roof.
Yeah, that's a big move right there for real.
Yeah,
I love it.
future planning is crazy.
Yeah.
And then at some time, obviously, when we build it up here enough, we want to take it, across Canada. We would like to see something like a Carabana here in Halifax. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So to mix the drinks, the food, and the entertainment all
Yeah.
together. You know what I mean? There's definitely a lot of space to do it, and there's the people here, to make that happen too. And then, like I said, we already solidified that we would 100% like to take it back home because it's for the culture, for the people back home to actually bring that market because there's no craft beer industry in the Bahamas right now
No.
that is owned by Bahamians. So,
Yeah.
Facts.
so that's something that
Boy.
kind of needs to
Facts,
happen.
That's some big movements, but I respect it, bro. I respect it as you said. I respect it, bro, because that makes sense, babe. Makes sense, babe. In my terms of building that type of thing as well, like yeah, my outlook into the future is to be to that state, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's normally possible for real, cause like you still gonna have your hands in what you're doing at least, especially if you're involved, you're gonna have your hands in everything that you're doing. You know what I mean? But I feel like the only things is passive income is like stocks and investments and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's my outlook on that. But yeah, man, like you just gotta continue to strive and have big goals, because only you gotta believe in it and you could do it, babe. But that thing having it under one move and then taking it across Canada, that makes sense, bro.
That
for
makes
sure.
a whole lot of sense.
For sure, because you have support. That's even a place just to chill out on a Friday night, slamming dominoes and you chilling. That's just one common place, especially this is a school city. Old, new, old people. Everyone who come and even who native to here as well. You know what I mean? It grows so much to where it's just a cool, calm culture. You know what I mean? Everyone trying to help each other. You don't know what type of businesses you could form in there. You know what type of relationships you could form in there on any given night. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's a good idea, man. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about this passive income, like, you think like after you remove yourself from a company, like you think the product value will go down because you're not involved as much as you was in the beginning? Y'all think like removing yourself from a company will like it would take like the product value down because
Yeah, that's not.
hands on with the. Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
You mean the originality is lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you kind of like trying to let it run by itself, so you don't have to be so much.
Yeah. It
think-
depends, bro. It depends on who it is, because I was listening to a podcast. I was listening to Gary podcast. He talked about this too. They're talking about, like, I don't know if y'all know Richard Branson.
Yeah.
So Richard Branson, he takes the approach of, like, he hopes to train his people, like in a certain way to where they could manage it without him. But they was like, because he's doing this extravagant stuff, he's going to state, and he's going to space, and he's doing all these things. He said if he was to die, we could worry.
Oh, okay.
That's what he say. And he really don't care that much either. He say we could worry, but it is what it is. They could take it. Gary V on the perspective of they could worry too if I die too. So
yeah.
like it some people think that's the case. Some people don't really care. They like that their hands are in it per se. But it depends on the type of leader it is. They may grow up people to where they could be able to handle it themselves. You know what I
True,
mean?
true.
But a lot of those top guys, they feel like they are like, I shouldn't say the last word. It depends on who all is involved, but like they feel like they're the visionary. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the type of leader you are. If you want to have people to take your job or have people to do what you're doing, then it should be able to last. But I don't know.
Same question for, or you was gonna say something? No, same question for Limestone.
Yeah.
If when you guys make this a passive income, right? And I'm totally confident that y'all gonna make this because y'all say y'all doing provincial outreach, right? So I'm sure this is gonna turn into a passive income for you guys. Do you think will Limestone lose its originality if you guys don't have your hands in it all the time?
I don't think so. Just because like this is the Bahamian culture. So what we want to do is, like I said, we doing it now, employing Bahamian people. You know what I mean? Hopefully the younger people that come here to university and stuff like that, they would they'll jump on and see the importance of it. Where so they'll be able to do it, and I would love to like kind of teach people so we could keep on going. You know what I mean? Because as it stands right now, I'm like the only black brewer here up in Nova Scotia. You know what I mean? So a
Yeah,
lot of
remember you posting that.
Big moves, man.
Yeah.
Big moves, big
so
moves, big
so
moves.
I would like to see little kids or like taking a step back. You know what I mean? Me being a little child, seeing someone a black brewer. You know what I mean? That get you thinking. You know what I mean?
Motivation.
Maybe I could do this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Motivate them.
I would like to inspire younger people and stuff like that. So 100% being able to teach people and that's taking on. I don't think it will lose its I don't think it'll lose any of its kind of genuineness because it's already a culture. You know what I mean? And if you have Bahamians, in it already, that's natural to them.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just teaching them the way.
That's how we should all do, though. We should like teach the young generation how to come up and develop themselves, like so we can continue like what G was saying, the culture, so the culture never dies.
Real talk.
Culture never dies. That's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Real talk, man. So in terms of like, it depends, cause like a lot of people think that they know it all, and they feel like they don't need no assistance from people, and they feel like they could do it all themselves. But I am of the mindset of if you don't know something, you seek knowledge and you try to educate yourself, right? So I can only speak for me, but I'll go last. I'll ask you guys in terms of like educating yourself on the business or things that you need to feel like you need to accomplish and what your goals are. You like, what would be your suggestion on how to like educate yourself and moving forward and moving in a more efficient way? You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all even use any like sources to learn the business more. So like, what guided you into like applying? I mean, I know you said it's your passion, but like, what guided you into like, educating yourself more so about the industry that you're in and y'all in?
More so, it just came to you, like you say, find that kind of hobby or passion, something that you like to do, and just keep on going with it. You know what I mean? So it didn't feel like too much work for us, but like you said, making those like networks. You know what I mean? Talking to people who already kind of did this kind of thing to get some kind of structure to figure out what you want to do, but at the same time, you're just taking these little golden nuggets, and then reapplying it to what you really want to do, because you have to have some type of character in your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and we all went to university too, so we did business courses and stuff like that. So we feel like confident in ourselves to be able to like start a business, like write a business plan and like run a business. But yeah, but we do feel as if that like we should always try to learn more. Like you always try to learn daily. We learn every time we do like a new event, as well as back in the day, I feel as if like we didn't really have like the internet as much growing up. So it's great now. The internet has such a great resource, like even to podcasts like this, or even just like Googling like basic knowledge about stuff. They could kind of point you in the right direction as well, and even find inspiration, a lot of inspiration. If I can't find like different activities to do for events and stuff like that, I go to the internet and like look for different inspiration like that. So I believe that you could definitely do that. I've never really been like a big reader as much, but them definitely should start. So I think like that would be like an awesome way to always gain knowledge. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos too. So I try to find some YouTubers who I subscribe to, kind of like specialize in like business, or rather just be like motivation or just inspiration for myself. So yeah, that's where I get my knowledge from.
Yeah, man. Respect, man. Well, Don, you want to touch that as well? Or you still eating it?
Yeah, but it's so tasty. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Lobster fritters. Sorry, bro.
No, go ahead. No, man. 'Cause like I say, I was like, I gain inspiration off these guys with educating, because the education is the important aspect of being an entrepreneur, right? We could, like you said, you pretty much, help yourself through, tutorials through, YouTube, all these inspirational, mentorship could also be a very viable part of your, entrepreneurial growth, right? Because, you say Gary V, when he made these inspirational
That's
goals.
the man right there.
Yeah,
bro.
he, we like, I feel like big, like mentorship when you start your DJ career.
Exactly. I was gonna mention that. Like that's a big part of the DJing world.
Right.
Mentorship. I look at the established DJs in the area, and I always ask some questions. Y'all might see me posting, studying on my Instagram story. I actually do be studying. Like I'll be behind them looking how they interact with people in the crowd. You'd be surprised how much more DJing is than just press and play, switching songs.
For sure.
Like knowing who's your crowd in your market. Like I'll give you a little tip that I was given. Like I do weddings. Before a wedding start, you introduce yourself to a couple of people, get a feel for who they are, like what type of music they like. Like they might not even like you as a DJ, but they'll look to come and dance because you already engage them in conversation, so they feel like they would enjoy whatever you play. It's
Yeah.
like I like that. I like to use mentorship as a big part of my DJing company. Like shout out to Evolution, shout out to R Smooth, shout out to the big names out there who like give me a little tidbits on to know how the game go.
Or you could go to school and spend $100,000 for 4 years.
Yeah, that WAP.
Yeah.
Waste of money.
Yeah, only unless you're a doctor or a dentist, or
Yeah,
you need to
yeah,
be
yeah.
or engineer, or
Specialty,
like someone like geosphere, doing all the
Yeah.
chemistry. Yeah, the school is very important, but I feel like other things. It's just like a podcast, building a podcast. I don't think you need to go to school to build a podcast, or
I don't know. I think I can't put down school.
I
'cause
can't put down it
school
either.
is
I
really
read
the
there.
reason I'm in Halifax.
Real.
Really. Like I wouldn't be here if I like didn't get like accepted by Dalhousie.
don't
so
need
I
that.
can't.
Move around it.
I just getting off.
It's
I just playing
really-
around. I was getting off.
But
man.
hey, school is a big part though. Like even like other than going to class and so on, you get more sociable and you get experience more cultures around here. But that's going to a different school. Like that made me better. I say that helped. That helped out my DJing career too. I understand different music of different Arabic cultures, Chinese,
That's true.
etc. Like it gives you more knowledge on what they like
Yeah.
and what they like to hear.
More
what type-
perspective, yeah.
what type of music they like. I just trying to stick to that. The DJing part. I know you're talking a lot about DJing, but
Yeah.
No, that's
just to
true.
keep a norm and relate to different sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said about DJing, right? I was like, this was a good question here. Like, how you done have your DJ not, and this is all a round table question. As you grow as a person, an entrepreneur, and become better in life, like, what other things you look to add on to your experience? What other business you think about adding any other new future business on to this DJing gig, or?
This could be far out in space when y'all had this answer. This could be far out in space. It has nothing to do with DJing or so on. I know, like, I first aspired to be a veterinarian. That was my goal.
He's a
coming in.
dog. Sorry, ladies. Detective Brown.
He's a gallus.
Yeah.
Gallus.
Podcast has now changed. Are you serious now? everybody? No, but like if I had like a good good wealth, I would like to own a zoo.
Good dog,
Like,
man.
own a
Hey,
zoo, I
I didn't know that.
I always see
Wow.
no, I mean like it is far fetched, but I like to be around animals. I
All
like
you need is the capital, bro.
Yeah.
And once you get what you gotta get, you could be one of the individuals who
Yeah.
processing the whole thing and you overseeing everything. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's far in space, but I just like
Just
to be
gotta
around
make it happen, bro.
Yeah.
Slowly.
I'm an animal lover.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. Still a lot of question marks in my head in the future. You never know how the future. You never know. You watch TV one day and then boom, you think of an idea and then boom, you become this rich millionaire. You never know. Just come out. You can't really plan for those things. I feel it's just that something that just you blink your eye and it appears in your vision, right? And you make something of it. But it's not. This ain't about me. This is about Limestone. They got odds. I know they have something in the works. We know in the future, adding something on next to this, this great business you guys got going on. Y'all got any ideas?
Well, immediately from like the spin-off from Limestone Group, we helped started another group called Rush, and that's what we also brought like Laton and Antoine do as well.
Yes.
And
Big up Rush. Sorry.
yeah,
Big
man,
up
Rush
in the
Culture
building.
242.
Yeah, so at all our events, we try to share a little bit of our Bahamian culture through music. And that would either be through the Junkanoo music, which is a Bahamian street parade, or we'd do Rake and Scrape, which is more like a song and using similar instruments as well. And at our events, that's what we try to promote. So we started up Rush, and Rush has been really busy during this summer as well. This has been nice. Been doing some performances in Prince Edward Island.
Yes.
And then we also got the Mosaic Fest that's gonna be coming up on, I believe, the 31st. Yeah, so that's gonna be coming up soon. Super excited for that. And we're still open to collaborate and do some more side initiatives as well. So we're not 100% sure exactly what they are as of yet, but we're just open and just trying to keep our eyes sharp to add something on. But like Gio mentioned a little bit earlier, we are going to be stepping into the beverage game a little bit more. Right now, we've done some alcoholic stuff with the Good Robot, and we're going to be starting to learn some non-alcoholic stuff real soon. So keep an eye out for that. And I believe you anything else to
Yeah.
add, Gio?
So much. Yeah, we stepping into the beverage game as well. But another thing that one of our hobbies as well is cannabis. That's a big talk right there. You know what I mean? And it's something that kind of needs to happen too, because it's legal now. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, we're in Canada.
Real
We're in
talk. We're in
Canada.
Canada. We're in Halifax.
Just
we're
to
in
clear that
Canada.
up. Just to clear that up.
Smoke is legal over here. Using cannabis is legal. So by doing a bachelor's of science, I was able to learn about brewing beer and the process behind that, and just being able to be in that scientific field. I learned all about cannabis as well. You know what I mean? All the properties and how it's not more so like people kind of think about it like they have a lot of like negative like thoughts and stuff about it, like it's kind of like wicked, and it's not, you know what I mean? It's a chemical, just like how alcohol is a chemical.
Yeah.
Weed is a chemical as well, you know what I mean? So kind of stepping into that game too. It's a hobby of mine. I love doing it, and that's the next reason why I would like to step into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just doing stuff
Yeah.
that you love to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
It all leads back to that.
Yeah,
Real
man.
talk.
That's
Every
it.
time,
That's
man.
it.
The
It
weed
all leads
game.
back to that.
The weed game has a human resource department. It's
Actually-
ethics. It's ethics in the weed.
I actually got a little piece of something that I grew in my garden right here. I let you guys smell it, look at it, you know what I mean?
I will.
Tell me your thoughts.
But I will.
Say no. Say no.
Be careful, pal. Be careful.
So this right here is something I grew from my garden called lemon skittles.
Yeah, man. That don't smell good for real, bro.
Huge on the lemon,
You trying to
lemon
slap it in his
line
pocket right now.
aroma.
Watch
All I need is a grinder, man. All I need is a grinder and some papers, man.
This will be the weed podcast.
And for the people who don't know,
good.
cannabis and hops are in the same family, the cannabiceous family.
Oh, really?
So when we use the hops to make the beer, they have the same kind of aromas that the cannabis would have. It won't get
Nice,
you
guys.
high, but you'll be able to smell that and taste it, but it won't get you high. That's why it's kind of from the same family. The only difference is weed has the THC in it that makes it kind of high, but as well it has all those different, they call them terpenes, but all there are flavor compounds. You know what I mean? So when you drink that beer, you taste all that flavor. You know what I mean? We use the hops. When you smoke that weed, when you smell it from down the road, you know what I mean? You smelling some of the aroma. You tasting some of that when you smoke that. You know what I mean? The similarities. So that's something, but which might be coming in the future. You know what I mean? It's another hobby of mine I love to do, and it's just so natural. I like working with my hands and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like, this is one thing that kind of brings me peace.
Alright,
Yeah,
yes.
no, that's true.
Yeah, man. But look out for that.
Your work is vacation.
No, man, that's solid, dog. That's solid, but
You saying,
especially,
King?
especially if you get to a certain level where you could be, especially if you're giving it to like NSLT, the government sells it over here, you know what I mean? So you get a certain level of quantity where you're basically like a distributor for them, you know what I
Correct,
mean?
yeah.
When you get that connect,
You're looking for
you
craft.
basically in, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So.
we talk.
So yeah, but I hear you, bro. Y'all making sense, but I can't even dispute with nothing what y'all saying. But y'all all us got a good head on our shoulders, and you know what's going on. You know what I mean? In terms of me, I feel like I just gotta keep on trying. And I'm in the mindset right now of keep on trying new things. Like I got a lot of ideas in my head, and I'm just trying to like pursue one thing at a time and solidify things that I got going on now. So. I'm more on the aspect of like online stuff and doing things like web designing and trying to figure out that field. So I'm just in a different perspective than y'all. So I understand both aspects is basically the same thing because a lot of it is work regardless, bro.
Yeah.
Because like we was talking about this the other day, like I say like a lot of people don't respect what you do sometimes, but like people don't understand. I basically just be doing more work now than what I was
Then
doing
you
when I
was
had a
doing
job,
a
bro.
9 to 5. Yeah, I know.
And that's the
it's-
truth, bro.
Yeah.
That's the truth. You do
yeah.
more work when,
Your
when
money
you
in a short.
Exactly.
real talk. You gotta go get that. You gotta go
Exactly.
get that. So,
Yeah, you have to be up more,
real
doing way
talk.
more
So,
for your future.
yeah, bro. That's my mindset is more on the online. And what I was talking about last podcast is like, I got the money in the account and you don't even know who I is, bro. I just chilling in the corner.
Yeah.
You think you don't see my movements, but hey, when I check Scotia, you see what I'm saying? She flooded. You see what I'm saying?
Flooded. Hey, tell the ladies that, man.
Yeah, man. She flooded, man. She flooded. She
Tell the
flooded.
ladies that.
See what I'm saying?
Flooded. You buy them a drink.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that now. You may get dinner off me, but I ain't buying you no drink now. Don't come with that.
Oh
But
boy. He's so serious with it too, baby.
I
Yeah,
seriously,
I
I
know.
ain't buying y'all bitches no drinks, right?
Okay.
Man, Limestone, y'all won't buy no gal no drink?
Why you say that? Why you say you don't buying them no drink?
Oh, yeah,
Why?
let's get into that. Let's get into that.
Bro.
Man, y'all they just make the drink. They don't even gotta buy no gal no drink.
That's true.
No, that's true for
That's
real.
true.
They can make y'all drinks.
They up on us, boy. They up on us.
Real talk.
they up on us.
They is the provider, but no, we differ. I'm the only one who feels this way in terms of like this group. I just feel like, bro, in terms of like for example, I only bought drinks to gals who I was actually already talking to. You know what I'm saying? But just a random gal, I'm never gonna buy a random gal a drink, cause a lot of these gals they just want to win off that drink and then boy bye. You see what I'm saying? After the debit done say accepted, boy bye. You see what I'm saying?
What you saying, guys? What y'all saying?
That's how my outlook is. So I'm like, that's a waste of money, waste of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but I mean, sometimes it's a numbers game, bro. Like, you miss all the shots you don't take, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
just
but-
taking shots.
man.
I agree, like, it could be an expense in the wallet, but if you want to put yourself out there, obviously you don't have to, but yeah, I can respect that, though. But some people, but you never know. You might buy that 100 drink and not be the love of your life, bro. You know what I mean? And
guess,
then that
see-
100 drinks might have been worth it. All the 100 drinks,
See-
you buy before.
I
Trying
say
to
this.
find a-
I say this. I feel like, bro. I used to talk about this yesterday to a gal yesterday. I was like, bro, if the Lord want me to learn a drink from a baby, if the Lord want me to learn a lesson from a baby mother, I ain't gonna never learn that lesson. And if the Lord want me to learn a lesson from buying a gal a drink, I ain't gonna learn that fucking lesson either. See what I'm saying? So, but I feel you though. I feel you. I just feel like that gal who think that's the gal that I need. You know what I mean? I could try work on it in a different way. I could come on. I approach gals differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From my perspective, so
Yeah.
that's my opinion. I agree. I'm not saying none of y'all guys are wrong. You know what I mean? It's just my perspective. I could see the advantages of buying gals drinks. I could see the disadvantages. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, no.
But
for
I
sure.
just weigh out the pros and cons, and I'm like, for me, that's a choice. You could win though. You could win over buying gals. You know what I mean? But you could talk more about that, I guess, too.
Situations.
Yeah.
All situational.
Makes sense.
All situational. Yeah, that's it.
Makes sense.
We,
Makes
ca-
sense.
we came off money talk. Now we on buying a girl a drink. Follow us. Follow the Talk Boys. Follow Limestone Group. Go attend the events. You know what I mean? And get some good flamingo beer and some lobster fritters.
Very tasty, by the way.
Very tasty.
Said it about 10 times already, but hey.
For real.
Yeah, but
I mean, since we off the business talk, we might as well dabble into some. I don't know if you guys want to join us. Join us in the
this boy just throwing under the
he
group.
just
I'm
tryna
just
put
throwing
the-
under, just
Yeah,
throwing under the
so
bus,
this
Jay.
why-
in the pair. Man, they got to see that different light. These guys are good guys, man. They're good guys, right? They're good guys, man. Like Pitt, the
Brown Strong Island niggas out there.
hey, I just want all the heat off me.
You go pop on these edibles.
Oh, okay. The podcast has officially started. Yeah, man. So, DJ Ladon, he's our questionnaire man for the day.
Oh, we actually putting them in this.
Yeah.
Dog, y'all still have a decision, bro. Y'all ain't got to, man.
Yo, I gotta do.
Oh, I say pop on the edible.
Oh, man.
sipping some tea right now.
We're in a deposition right now.
All right, we got a few questions coming from our viewers. If you want to ask questions, just DM us at Coneboys
Correct.
on Instagram. One question here is girls having guy best friends and boys having girl best friends. thought both in a relationship and single, and the best friend is in a relationship. It's kind of like a two-part question, but basically, like, are y'all comfortable with a girl? Let's say your girlfriend having a guy best friend who is single. First, that's the first part of it. What do you think, Liam? I know.
See, my views on all of this shit is so different than these guys. So my opinion is, bro, gals and niggas can't be best friends, in my opinion, bro. That's my opinion. Like, you could say it as much as you want. You could say that as long as a nigga or a gal as you feel
Young
like you.
Draco.
No, seriously, if you feel like you slightly attracted to a gal, like, you only gonna hang out with a gal, in my opinion. I'm only gonna hang out with a gal if I, like, feel like she have a good personality and I slightly attracted to the gal, right? Depending on nothing that's being said, I may strike my hand, bro. It's just gonna happen. Like, I'm slightly aggressive when it comes to gals, but I'm slightly nonchalant. I'm like both. But you know what I mean? But I feel like it's not possible, in my opinion.
Any views from the?
All right.
I feel as if, like, in my opinion, that would be straight if my girlfriend have a guy best friend. If, like, that's her best friend before the relationship, and, like, I meet him during, like, us being, like, friends first, and, I could see this probably just, like, a friendship. But after, I get your best friend after me, and I was here before him. That don't work, but he got a full line. What you talking about?
I agree.
Hey,
Yeah,
O'Neal, my question to that is, bro. Dog, I don't trust none of these niggas out here. See what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't even strong arming no gal. See what I'm saying? You could do you, but at the end of the day, I can say that I don't like it. At the end of the day, I have my opinion, right? These niggas out there, they don't give a fuck about who you is, bro.
I don't really care about them niggas, really, because I really come to my gal, if anything, bro. If the nigga, if a dude come and, he sweet talk my girl, and he end up getting my girl, then I'll take that L for me.
Yeah,
And
no,
then that'd be like a lesson, not even like like a loss or whatever. But like, I cool with that because true and still, like, I have girls that are my friends and ain't nothing sexual. Like, I ain't really trying to try to sleep with them or nothing like that. It ain't nothing sexual. We like legit just friends. So. And I got coworkers like that too who I hang out outside of my work. Like, now we just friends too, and
Okay, so hypothetical, put you on the spot. Hypothetical. This ain't you. Hypothetical, right?
Curveballs in
Hypothetical. One of them friends bent over. What you could do? No, real talk. You single.
Bent over the tire shoe or
One of them friends bent over.
Hey, what the Don say? They got an HR inside here. I know you ain't coworkers or just
No. Take out coworkers.
You just saying
just friends who willing to bend. What you could do?
I don't know, man. I feel like that could complicate relationships real quick, bro.
Man.
Yeah, man. That could complicate relationships real quick. If she just my friend and I single, then probably.
See, but that's my problem. That's my problem with that. I feel like if it's your friend and you go bend it and you go flick in, that ain't no friend, bro, in my opinion.
I agree, but you'd be surprised sometimes. It wouldn't even be a girlfriend who bend them over. It'd be some rando. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even expect that one.
yeah.
At least I can monitor some of these dudes so I could see things acting funny. A little sharp, you see? So I see that, little this, little that. I could turn on to something.
Stay woke.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yeah, I know these people moving. I see you move a little different. Oh, what's going on here now? You know what I mean? Something changed.
No, I feel you, bro. Everyone entitled to their opinion. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, Brown, you could talk on that if you want another time.
This change from business to grinding.
Yeah,
and
man.
drinking.
Hey, bro, we ain't in no box, baby. We can do whatever,
we
bro.
Ain't in no box, man.
We can do
But
whatever, man.
I with you, bro. I think friends. Yeah, but that it don't work. It just end up. It's turn ugly. It's an ugly situation. It usually turn ugly. That's my opinion. I ain't got much to say on that. I plead the fifth.
I kind of two-edged sword in this situation. Like, I'm not really comfortable with my girl having a best friend who is a male. I'm not really comfortable with it. Like, if they on a certain level of, hey, they go out in public and blah, 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 but ain't no going by his house and chilling. Like, I ain't interested in all that. But I find out having girls as best friends because I feel like I was using them for intel on like how other girls think. So
You sound selfish, bro. That's so selfish.
I
So
know,
okay,
I know,
so this
I know.
guy, girlfriend, is
That's
your
right.
best friend, but you don't
That's
mind.
why-
You
that's why I say-
misogynistic pig.
that's
You
why I say-
pig.
That's why I say it's the two I just saw it there. Like I really.
I see why you went on the zoo.
It's like I know I agree on one end and then the next end I don't agree. I
Yeah.
know it sounds bad. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
true.
it's the truth.
I feel you, bro. I feel
the
you.
truth there.
Like I say, you know, whoever right or wrong, you don't know, but niggas operate on their own timeline. You see what I'm saying? So whatever work for you may not work for me. You see what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
These
It-
questions to audio.
Real talk. This next one, I don't even know if I'm gonna read this. Y'all ready? Y'all take a breath. Edible kicking in yet?
we ain't
Say
Canada,
say
by the
no
way.
to drugs, but if you do it,
So-
that's fine.
The next question is, do nudes ever die? At what point do you delete nudes of an ex from your phone? Boy. she
On the
say-
next
These,
episode.
these some rough questions. If y'all got any more, you know, keep on sending it to Gun Boys, man. We also need to make this a segment, guys. We need to
Coming.
slightly make this a segment. It coming
Coming
in on the
soon.
way,
Coming
but
soon, yes.
Lazon, you could talk with that voice, man.
Oh, you want me to answer that very soon?
Yeah, man.
Well. I don't say the nude died right at the same time with the relationship. I think it died in the beginning part of a new connection. That's it don't really die, you know. Still little feelings after the relationship, man. You know, still a little like.
You can
hey.
delete it though, or you keep it.
he beating around the bush. He beating around the bush.
She'll say,
He beating around the bush.
Yo, whose side are you on, man? You see me circling the planet? Circling.
Bro,
I was going right around the head straight.
there's a disposition, man.
Yes, I will delete it off my phone. Be deleted off my phone.
off his phone.
3 months later.
3 months later.
With the
Boy.
car.
Yeah, mate. But Don Cloud will be flooded with nudes, mate. He say he delete off his phone. You hear that? You hear that, right? It's cloud service out there, man. But anyway, I ain't get into that. Bro,
Trust me,
what to say?
if you was a guy that like to reminisce, if you like to, if a day's going by and you knew just you know, you gotta go like, yeah, I remember you, girl. I remember you. But no, I keep it short. No, delete it, bro. Yeah. Delete it, man, delete it.
Ah, you gotta show your son and thing. Hey, this is your daddy's to be dealing with. Little back in my college days.
I know, that is true. That's a trophy.
I know, as a little nigga, I know that too, man. My daddy should be a nude or another guy. Dog, I know how I take that, bro. I know how I take that. I say, boy, you doing mommy stink, bro? What's going on here, man? I know, but anyway.
What this is.
Yeah, man. I'd say you gotta delete that once that finish up, man. Once you show that over, and that one over. I like to cut ties completely, though. When
Yeah,
I
with you.
cut. I ain't want nothing. I ain't want to see ya. You could be all booed up with your next boo. I ain't want to see none of that. I ain't care what you up to, none of that. You just, you live your life, and I live my life, and let's just keep it moving and moving.
My thought on it, you receive, speaking as a single, if you were single, if you receive a nude, it's a gift. You know what I mean? That's a gift, and that's a gift. Now, if you with someone new now, that's in the 3 months later, right? That gone, that done.
You turn the gift or you turn that gift?
It delete.
Destroyed package.
Destroyed.
Yeah, I agree with O'Neal on that, man. Like I say, I let probably like I don't even get nudes, ladies. If you want to send nudes, lady, at KR Kingship, you say, man. Send the nudes at KR Kingship. But
his bank account is full.
no, but honestly, dog, if I had nudes, man, like I agree after like a week or so, they need to go because I have a problem with it depends. I'll be honest, I have a problem with like feelings and stuff too, especially if that's an ex. Like sometimes, them feelings is be there and like them nudes is just, it has hit you different, especially if it's your ex. So it's like you need to throw them away, man. 'Cause they only gonna lead to
Problems.
They only gonna lead to problems. So yeah, I try to stay in that realm, to be honest. So
I with you all on that.
yeah, baby.
Do it
I
honest.
agree. Delete them off your phone.
They
'cause
gone.
they don't want your phone. Yeah, but so Ladon, how much for cloud service? Right? How much you spend for
I don't
10
have a
gigs?
cloud service. I don't.
You don't have cloud it.
I don't have a phone, mate.
Yeah.
True, makes sense.
One phone.
We gotta put up the Kong Boys bar, guys. Put up our cloud service, storing up the views.
Hey, we go to the next question,
go
but
to the
like
next
I
one.
say, if y'all got news, ladies, y'all have to care against it. Say saying, I'll accept them.
All right, this is the last question we can do. This
This is the last one, then, yeah.
This is the last one. Why do guys cheat when they claim to be so in love and trip over a girl? And why do people not keep the same energy before you give them a chance to date you and after you are together? Two questions.
I don't like that
really.
verb cheat. That answer is not.
Cheat. So then you gonna start with this one, or you
See, like I say, my views are left field. Man, it's tough, bro, because like I know I know, bro.
that's a tough one.
I
right?
know. Like my longest relationship was like what 3 years or so. So I never had like the urge to do those type of things. But I feel like as soon as those urges coming, bro, as a man, you need to at least have a conversation with your gal, and figure out why you feeling the way you do, and then. Yeah, if you lead the cheating, I know you gotta be upfront and honest with it, and then say exactly what is going on. I know, bro. For me, I just don't get involved because I don't do it. I don't believe in it. So
Angel over there.
yeah, man.
See a halo forming over your head.
Man, hey, send the nudes again. I getting shit, though. No, but real talk. If I in a relationship, man, I just try to. I just not even delve in it. I don't talk to y'all. They're just on you. We focusing on us. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on that. It's tough. That's a tough one because I can't speak for niggas. I only can speak for me. You see what I'm saying? So
What about the second part about same energy before dating
Yeah.
and after?
that's the thing. So like, I feel like obviously you're not gonna always have the same energy, but I feel like both parties have to consciously make an effort on getting out of routine, bro. Because once you get in a routine with your gal, it's almost like you destined to just expect things. You know what I mean? When you
True.
get home from work or you get home from whatever you're doing, you expect your gal to do this and that. Like you gotta break routine. You gotta do spontaneous stuff. You gotta come home with flowers one day, or she working. You set some candles up in the room. You see what I'm saying? Make sure she's straight. What Brown say? No, but I feel like
You said lots of money.
yeah, I feel like you gotta set the mood sometimes, man. You gotta come out. Both parties got to. You know what I mean? You set the mood. Especially if you're living with her or you by yourself or whatever. Set a bath or whatever. Say this dinner here or whatever. You know what I mean? You just gotta try, bro. It's an effort to consistently be able to be the one your gal want. You know what I mean? So that's how I look on that.
Are you trying to convince girls you do all this stuff?
No, I just talking about from a relationship perspective. That's what has lead you to cheat. I feel like if you don't do those things, you lead to get common, and you know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So nothing is really spiced or nothing. You know what I mean? So
I know, man. I feel like that's a lot less like really situational, man.
yeah.
I feel as if like every relationship I've been in been different, and the causes for different scenarios been different, and like that go both ways too. That ain't go just for men, that go for females too. I guess we could give like somewhat of a man perspective. But I feel as if, like, bro, I even give my boys advice in relationship, and they still just do what they want to do.
Real
At the end of the
talk.
day, you know what I
Real
mean?
Male and female.
Yeah, male
Real
and
talk.
female. So it all up to, like, the individual person, really,
Real talk.
And I feel as if, like, some of the rules, some of the, like, females or males are just a society as we are set on, like, relationships is be a lot of rules that we expect people to abide by, and just because that's the societal rule. Everybody got like different feelings about different stuff.
Real talk.
Moving to Canada, I learned about polyamorous relationships where they
talk.
got multiple partners. You know
Real
what
talk,
I mean?
yeah.
Where
Real
where
talk.
they ain't like cheating. It's like just the agreement.
Just open.
You know
Everything
what I
open.
mean?
True.
That they make. So I feel like as a human, 7.7 billion people in the world. I feel as if like there's a lot of different situations and scenarios that could cause people to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
But, at the end of the day, it could be hard trying to pinpoint one, At the end of the day, you really have to live your life for you and make yourself happy. And then,
Good job.
hopefully you find someone else who you could be happy together with. But
Real talk.
these girls or dudes need to stop looking for someone else to make themselves happy and
Real
try,
talk,
make
real
themselves happy, man. And
True.
Cause I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like if you looking intrinsically too, bro, and you solidifying your happiness, bro, and you find someone else who's solidifying their happiness, y'all just come together and complement each other, bro. That's what it's about. It ain't about you fit me and I fit you. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So I feel you, bro. I feel you 100%, baby.
If it just fix itself, I will not cheat. Nah, just kidding. Nah. No. Cheating is not ethical. Non-ethical, man. What was the question again?
Oh, sorry for that.
I can let Gio go, but I have not much to say on this because
Why do
I
guys-
plead I plead the fifth.
So why do guys cheat when they claim to be so in love and trip over a girl?
Yes, situational, interesting.
It's situational, and like I feel as if like O'Neal said, it's like the guy and the girl. You know what I mean? Like the question could spin both ways,
Exactly.
but like if you at the end of the day, it's like if you want to be happy, making each other happy. If your partner ultimately in making you happy,
Real
what I mean?
talk.
Naturally you go one, find someone who's a little bit different, or if someone like you just feeling they vibe and they match that at that same time. You know what I mean? It's fluidity in it. You know what I mean? And whoever write the rules of like relationships and all that, like
Yeah, it ain't
kinda
no
gotta-
rule.
Yeah,
it's
It
no
ain't
there's no
rules.
rules.
You
rules,
just
exactly.
whatever make you happy for
Right,
real,
man.
dog.
exactly. I agree with that.
Filling in the gaps, man.
Y'all said a lot of good points. Like I agree with O'Neal for sure. Like it ain't that one reason why this could possibly be happening. It could be multiple things. It could be something he's doing or she's doing that could make this happen. I agree with O'Neal. Like multiple things could cause somebody to cheat. Could be
Yeah.
unhappy or like you doing something or something happened in their life. Never know. Could be multiple reasons why this guy cheat or this girl cheat.
They might not know how to have a healthy relationship or
Real
something like
talk.
that. You know what I mean?
Real
Like,
talk.
True.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things there, man.
A lot of things,
there.
baby.
Yeah, man.
A lot of things there.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
I feel like we had a multifaceted episode today,
We teach you how to manage your money,
We teach you how to manage your money.
manage your relationship.
We teach
come
you.
all is from
We teach you how to manage your money. You teach you how to start your business yourself. Never be afraid to fail. You say saying like believe in yourself. All that stuff that we going through. We may have Limestone Group back up again when Gillis here. You know what I mean? It's a cool
Yeah.
vibe. We know
We'd
these
love to
guys
be
for a
back.
while. You know what I mean?
No, it's a
Yeah,
nice
man.
vibe. We really like what you guys start with the podcast, and we look forward to seeing some of the new episodes coming out. And
Yeah,
thanks for
man.
having us on.
thanks for having us
It's a
on.
real
Yeah,
cool
man.
Thanks for
new
coming through.
initiative. Yeah, man. And we never been on a podcast before, so this is our
First
first
time.
Yeah, man.
podcast. So like, shout out, boys.
Ah,
We ain't never
that's
done
how
it
you date
before.
these guys' virginity, eh, Ladonna? That's how you date these guys'
Podcast?
virginity.
Yo, come on the podcast. Yeah, yo,
he get them at the party for free, bro. He's a DJ.
Hey, the DJ.
These views expressed by these other members here are not views expressed
He
by
got him in
DJ
the party.
Laton.
We got him the free drinking. You want the drink? We get a drink for you.
Yeah, man. So we can hit y'all back up with the next episode, man. I can leave y'all with send the nudes at Kia Kingship.
Yeah, man.
And then that's about it. I don't know if y'all got anything else to say.
Follow Limestone.
Yeah,
y'all.
follow the hashtags, everything.
And drink the beer. You can find that good robot. That's 2736 Roby Street, the Pink Flamingo.
And for our Conk boys as well.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man. Thanks, Limestone, for coming out. This is an awesome pod. Hope
Man.
you guys learned something here. Less about me and more about business.
About
Yeah,
the business, for real. Man, yeah, man. So, DJ, man, you know what to do.
My bad. It's a little, y'all talk a little bit more.
No, it was a good podcast, though. Yeah, man. DJ can take us out right now. Yeah, man. So, what we doing tonight?